Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be making this fun 2-tier cake decorated with buttercream flowers using a 104 piping tip. I have a 104 and then a larger version of a 104, which I'll leave in the description box. I believe it's a 124. Take a floral nail, some baking paper, and create these little love heart shaped petals. Basically, I'm holding my piping tip on a little bit of an angle. I'm squeezing out and I'm arching. For the smaller blossom, I just arch once as I squeeze to create an individual petal. And for the very middle, I'm adding an edible gold driggy to work as the bud for the cake. Here I'm creating 2 arches, so back and forth per petal, and that creates this ribbon-like effect for our flower. Make sure that it's nice and wide and leave a little hole in the center to fit in your little black blossom. Press in any edible items that you'd like for the center. You could even use a Malteser that's been dunked in edible gold dust. For the little blossoms, I've just used white frosting, and again that larger 104 tip version, and I'll have the name of the piping tips listed in the description box below. For the cakes, I've used a 6-inch for the bottom tier and a 4-inch for the top tier. My cakes have been stacked and crumb coated, so now I'm just applying that final layer of frosting. If you'd like the recipe for this one, I'll leave it in the eye icon up top for you and also in the description box. Smooth out the sides of your cake and then bring that top lip of frosting towards the middle. You can pop it into the fridge to set for a good 20 minutes and then work on your top tier. For this one, I've added black gel food color to my frosting just to get this nice kind of dark gray color or close to black. Smooth it out as well. Bring the lip of frosting to the middle and this time pop it into your freezer instead for a good hour or so. Into your bottom cake, apply 3 to 4 bubble tea straws. I've added 3 in a triangular formation. Press them all the way down to the cake board, give them a wriggle, and then pull them back out to cut exactly where that frosting line meets. This will ensure that your straws have been cut flush with the top of the cake. And then when you're ready, apply your top tier with a little bit of buttercream so that it sticks. You could leave it as is, or you could pipe little ribbons or trails at the very top. This is just a small round piping tip. I believe it's number 3. And I'm just creating arches. I find that the faster you move your hand, the neater the line is. You might think, oh, I'll travel nice and slow to make it exact, but for some reason it never works. I find that moving quickly creates, I guess, more neater lines. For the flowers, these have been resting in the freezer overnight. Overnight is best if you can, that way they're nice and solid. You can pick them up off of the baking paper and just stick them directly to your cake with a little bit of buttercream. You want to make sure that you've positioned it exactly where you want to. Move it around immediately if you need to. If you try to do this later, it might not work because they're so cold. It will set the frosting behind it and you won't be able to move them anymore. As a finishing touch, I've taken a leaf tip. I can leave the number of that in the description box below, but a number 352 works well. And that's it. That is your floral ribbon cake complete. I hope you enjoyed this cake decorating tutorial and give it a go. If you do, I'd love to see your photos. Hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check them out. And if you're after tutorials in different languages, we do have them available in French and Spanish. I'll leave the link to retrieve in the description box below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.